Hello, hello, welcome. I need to sip my coffee before we get started. So, cheers. I know you can't have this, but I hope you have a drink or a snack to get settled in and lock in. We gotta lock in. I had to make sure I had my phone so I can keep track of time because I do have to go to work in about an hour. So I'm getting ready for work. This is like a little get ready with me, mostly makeup. Get ready with me because I'm sure I'll have to rush my hair and outfit at the end of this. Alright, so we will get started. The lighting is a little awkward right now because, as you can see, I'm in a new room. So I am figuring out my setup, but I kind of like it. It looks very romantic in a way, and I probably look a little ghostly, so I do apologize for that. My mic is also like right here, so I'm really hoping I'm not too loud, but I digress. I'm starting off with vitamin C toner from Pixie. I prefer my vitamin C in a toner format in the mornings because the oil tends to pill my makeup. So vitamin C toner is what I like. Alright, where do we begin? I was not anticipating moving as recently as I did. I knew I was going to, but I just didn't know it'd be this soon. So I do apologize for the delay of videos. I just simply didn't have the time to film anything. I just focused on packing and moving. And I did all of that in like a week. And then I've just been trying to get settled in. So it's been a minute. Okay, next I'm going to do my caffeine eye cream by, what is this brand? The Inky List. The Inky List. Oh yeah, their brand name is that. Okay. So I have moved and I am living with family currently because I'm no longer with my long-term partner. We were married, and we were married for many years, but we're no longer together, and there's a lot. I can't really be very detailed. I think you would understand that. I don't even think many people care because that's not what my channel is about, but clearly my environment is different, so I felt like I needed to share why I'm in a new home. I know I don't owe anybody anything though. I get that. I'm now gonna do my bronzing drops by e.l.f. This is in the shade Rose Gold. I do a very tiny amount of this, like a little smaller than a pea size for myself. And then I mix it with CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. It just blends a lot better if I mix it with the lotion. So I do like that amount and I mix it on the back of my hand. And I have a mirror down here to help me. But yeah, I'm no longer with my partner, my ex, I should say. This is an amicable process. And I guess where I'm at is I we're not really great partners for each other. We've got married when we were very young. We're very different people now. Our lifestyles are different. The way we enjoy life, I think, is different. The way we communicate. But yeah, it's a very interesting situation because it's nothing like that crazy. I think the term I have found most applicable is like death by 1,000 cuts. Like the small things, the things that like don't really go away. And you're like, this isn't in alignment with me. And I wasn't in alignment with them. It just isn't a good match anymore. And that's okay. And I'm much happier, much more energetic. It was actually very surprising how energetic I became. So, yeah, that is like my big life update. I'm now going in with Eucerin Age Defense Hyaluronic Acid Broad Spectrum 50, so it's my SPF. Yeah, that is my life update. So clearly I'm in a new place. I'm living with family, which has been amazing. Just truly what I need right now before I figure out what I really want, I kind of feel like I'm 22 again. And I have like the world is my oyster. I get to go wherever I want, do whatever I want, and it feels very freeing. And I've been writing down so many things I'm excited to do, places I want to go, things I want to try and learn, and I'm just so excited for the future, while at the same time going through this process of dissolving a long-term relationship, which is heavy. There's still sad moments. Next, I'm going in with L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, my tried and true. Never stopped using this for a long time, in the shade Rosy Light. This stopper, though, it's like a drip stopper. It just never works, so I just drag it on my face. Do that. Yeah, so I would say I mourned the relationship far longer than just maybe the most recent months. Everything has sort of come to a head. I think that, it's something I'm just such like someone who enjoys partnership and enjoys relationship. But I wasn't really seeing things for what they were. And, that's tough. But I'm so, honestly, when the decision was made, I felt just so much lighter and freer. And again, like energy came back into my body, physically, emotionally, all of that. And I never thought I would feel that way again. And you just don't know what you've lost until you've tasted something like freedom before. You're like, whoa, that's what it's supposed to feel like. Again, it's still like a heavy thing. I'm still, journaling and meditating and going to therapy. I've been going to therapy for a while, and thankfully my therapist has just been so supportive and like helping me really take ownership of my feelings and emotions, and just everything I've done even before the events transpired. I have been working really hard the last several years, building a village of community, friendships, and when I tell you, it wasn't hard to go because I was like, I have people. I have my family, I have my friends. I'm someone who likes to make friends, and build community and prioritize community, because I understand putting all your energy in one person truly isn't going to work. It's not sustainable. So I really worked hard making relationships that truly has now been my support system. And so I haven't felt alone. I have felt rejuvenated, connected. Again, there are sad moments, but it's nothing that I feel like it would be if I didn't have the support around me. I'm now going to do concealer. This is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair and Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in, it's like the pink color corrector. So I'm just going to apply that. If you watched previous makeup tutorials, you'll see like a lot of these of mine makeup tutorials, like I'm a makeup guru. I'm not, but my makeup hasn't really changed in the last several years. When I find a product I like, I just don't change it. Simple as that. Okay, the concealer. Like, I've tried to change my concealer and I don't know, this works for me right now. I think as you get older, you do have to change formulas a little bit based on your skin changing and all that. So far, I haven't had to do that, which is good. But blending that in, and I like a sponge. I just prefer the blend a lot more. So, yeah. So, a lot has happened this year. And, you know, I'm still processing so much, so I'm definitely in a space right now of just, like, embracing my singlehood and my ability to be just on my own, and the first time in, like, 10 years. And, yeah, I now get to sort of fantasize, dream about the life I want to live now in a way I haven't been able to do before. And it's been just very freeing, and yeah, I feel like it's just such an awkward thing when you tell people what's going on. I mean, not that people are just like constantly asking me about my relationship status, because I feel like when I make friends, that's like not what we always talk about. But obviously things come up. But yeah, it's just such an awkward thing to talk about, because there's never like a nice way of saying it. You know, you're like, oh, I'm no longer with so-and-so. Yeah. And people are always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I'm like, I'm good. I haven't been well for a long time mentally. Like, last year was really tough for that reason. I would say a big reason being my relationship, but you know, we tried everything, and then it came to a point where there wasn't much else we could do, or that I could do. Speaking for myself, I just felt like I really fired all cylinders, did everything in my capacity, and I was like, I just don't think the compatibility is there anymore. And it's sad, because I think that you envision a relationship being something you can always work at, and like it's hard work, and you can always resolve anything by just working at it, or communication. But sometimes you just don't have any more hard work in you to, I don't know. Sometimes it's no longer about how hard you're working. It becomes you're losing essential parts of yourself that make up who you are. And that's when that's not good, right? Like, changing who I am to make a relationship work is just not, that's not going to make anyone happy. It's not making me happy. It's not making the other person happy. And I firmly believe that we deserve a good life and good relationships in our life. Like, I'm not like a good fit as a partner for someone. I don't want them to spend much more time, you know, with me, and vice versa. So I don't know, there's a lot more of like, I don't know. I'm still in the process, I should say, of like dealing with this. So I'm sure as time goes on, I will continue to learn about myself, what I really want. So I put on this bronzer, I forgot to mention it. It's the Merit Bronzer Balm in the color Sane, S-E-I-N-E. So, love that. Next, I'm going to do the Patrick Ta for face blush. This is in the color She Goes to the Gym. And let me tell you, I am trying to get to the gym. I've been on a fitness journey for like at least 3 years. And that has been so critical for my health and wellness. I started yoga consistently last year, and it just has been such a beautiful form of meditation and fitness. My body feels better. I'm doing Pilates. I walk a lot. I'm now trying to incorporate more strength training, so we shall see how that goes. I'm nervous to go to the gym and like, you know, get through the awkward parts of using the machine, but I'm just in a space right now where I just have all this energy and love that like taking social risks doesn't feel as scary. Like trying new things doesn't feel scary. I just have to like obviously be aware of money because these hobbies are expensive. I'm gonna just blend around. If you're hearing noises, it's because I live at a house now, so there's just like people and animals and all that. I used the cream first, so now what I'm gonna do is just apply some powder. Okay, just to set the cream. I'm using the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. It's just like a white translucent color. And I do this under my eyes because they crease a lot. I used to use the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but it's just so expensive. So this is like a nice cheap alternative. If you're looking for an alternative, I highly recommend e.l.f. HD powder. So I just do my T-zone with this powder. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Hobbies. I have so many hobbies I want to do. I was able to bring my plants with me during the move, so I've been gardening. I had a friend come over and she helped me garden. And I got a paddleboard because I've been wanting to paddleboard for years, and I finally decided, like, this is my summer. I'm gonna be out there paddleboarding. Next, I'm gonna do all over powder, just lightly with Airspun loose face powder. Okay. Just tapping and just setting everything else. So, I want to potentially try ceramics class, like a course, or pottery, I should say. I did pottery with a friend the other month, and I liked it, so I was like, ooh, I could take a course. I mean, I just feel like there's so much I can do, and it's so exciting in the midst of like all the like other stuff like paperwork and separating your life from someone who you spent so much time with. Yeah, it's just been a process, but again, it's amicable, so it hasn't been difficult in that sense, and I know that's not everyone's story. So I am very grateful for how things are going, even if it's still painful in some ways. Okay, next I'm going in with the Hoola Benefit bronzer. It's okay. I just got it because it was like a travel size for traveling. But I'm not like a huge, I don't know. It's okay. It does the job. I just kind of layer. I like to layer my bronzer and blush products with the cream and then a powder. I just feel like it lasts really well. So highly recommend that. I just do a little bit. I'm not trying to be crazy. Then I do the blush. You have to be very careful with this. It's like, when I tell you, it's like, that's it. A little goes a long way, girl. Do not rub that in. Tap it. Maybe even tap it again. When I tell you, less is more, because it's so, like, this is going to last me for years. It's crazy. Okay. This hair. So yeah, I am in my hot girl summer hobbies era. So that's when I say, like, it's awkward to tell people what's going on, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm actually doing great, because I have all this energy I can pour into myself, and, you know, it's just meant to be. I'm not like happy this happened. I wish it didn't happen, you know what I mean? Like, of course I wish I wasn't going through this, but sometimes the things you really want in life don't come to you the way you expect. And I've just been very receptive and open to that, and understanding that, like, what isn't for me is no longer there, sort of weighing me down, and I'm no longer weighing someone else down, right? So it's like, I see it as a beautiful, I don't know if there's a gardener out there right now. Like, I genuinely don't understand what's going on. But yeah, I just think that what wasn't for me no longer serves me. When I tell you the intuition I had about this decision, it was a gut feeling. It was something where I was like, this is not for me anymore. This is no longer a situation that is beneficial to multiple people. So now it's a matter of, do I heed my intuition's voice and pay attention and make the right choice for me and consequently others, because taking care of myself and doing the right thing for me in a kind and gracious way is only going to benefit other people at the end of the day. So this is not something I walked into this year wanting, but it was something I knew had to happen at a certain point. It's just one of those things, you know? Yeah, that's like my big life update. So literally, new room. I have Chewy, my dog. He was technically always my dog, so that has been like a very seamless transition. He's been here before at this house, so he's doing fine. I've lived here at this house before as a child, so it's awkward living again after so many years not living here, but then my family has just been so loving, and I forgot like what it's like to be around people who just genuinely love you, and there's just no like anxiety, there's no like managing someone's mood. I think when you're living with a partner, it can kind of get more intense, right? a partner that things are going well or not. If you have a partner where it's really easy and there's no anxiety, that's probably a good sign. But yeah, I'm just gonna blend a little bit more powder just to soften. I know you guys probably can't see this very well. I'm so sorry. I just look glaring. It is what it is. Next, I'm going to do a highlighter. This is from the Film Star Bronze and Glow palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I do love this palette. I used up all the bronzer, which I'm sad about, but I have a lot of highlighter left. So I'm just going to do a little bit here and inner corner. Okay, there we go. Also going to, I recently, or like a month ago, got my eyebrows, got a lamination and tint, and I also got my eyelashes lifted and a tint, and I really like it. It's starting to wear down a little bit more, so I do need to go get them touched up next month, I think, but maybe I'll talk more about that in another video. I just haven't had the time to like talk about my beauty treatments, but that's like another thing, is like, we're glowing up, girl, or continuing to glow up, because I do feel like I've started this before, but we're just continuing the glow up, you know what I mean? I'm like, what else do I talk about? My hobbies. I'm excited for the future. I'm sort of in a transition period where I'm figuring things out, but it's all positive. I feel positive. I have a support system in place that I've cultivated. I'm continuing to cultivate. Eyebrows, that's what I need to do. So because my eyebrows are laminated, I didn't have to color them in very much in the beginning, but now I do see the tint is fading, so I'm going to color them in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown, which is my go-to color. And I'm just filling in lightly the gaps. But yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just, my whole life has really changed so quickly, in a matter of months, I should say. So expect the same ASMR content. I'm just like in a new setup. I don't really talk about my relationships very much on here, so I don't really know that that's like anything I'm gonna prioritize. But I think as things go on, I'm not shy in sharing my experiences. I will say that I probably won't jump into a long-term relationship anytime soon. Obviously. Having my peace and my freedom is like very appetizing. And anyone who comes into my life, I want to just be like an addition for however long they stay. Because I think, like, I enjoy companionship. I enjoy that. But I also really enjoy my peace and my life and having autonomy. And I've done the whole wife thing and worked very hard, emotionally, physically, that now I just get to like put out that energy in myself. And I do think I'm someone who, I overextend a lot of myself to serve others. So like acts of service is very important to me, like as a value. So I just feel like anyone who comes into my life needs to have that similar value and add to my life, instead of sort of feeling like I'm taking away parts of myself to make this person stay. That is something that I think I'm going to be focusing on. I do want to like, obviously, meet people, have fun. It's light right now, light and easy. I'm not trying again to like jump into something, knowing I need time and just time to myself, time to learn about myself. And also, you know, I used to be a little girl who dreamed of having a romantic relationship. Like, romance was so important to me. I love romance books. Like, it was just always something I highly valued. But if there's anything I've learned in this process, it's that we cannot only value that. You know, I think it's the reason why I don't feel like I've lost so much time, or I don't have kids. I'm not necessarily someone who's always wanted kids, so I'm not like, oh no, like now I have to rush and find someone to have children with. That's just not my worldview. My worldview is that family is what you make, and I just feel like I'm someone who just has so much love and energy to give to the world, that I'm here to like build my village, build my community, create all types of relationships, not just romantic, because all relationships are valuable, all of them, platonic or not platonic. And if you can, I don't know, life is just so beautiful when you get to value all types of relationships instead of constantly suffering under this false truth that you need to have a romantic relationship to be fulfilled as a human being. Not to take away from like, if you want a romantic relationship, that's absolutely valid. Absolutely. But also, can we also value other types of relationships, right? And pour our energy into those. Because love is love, you know? Like, all types of love help us grow and enjoy life. I don't know, it's just like the meaning of life for me. And let me tell you, it's better to be with people you love of any types of relationship versus in a relationship where you're not getting much in return. That's a whole other pain. Like I said, death by 1,000 cuts. I don't really wish that on many people, and I know that so many other people have gone through far more intense things than I have, and barely brushed the surface of that pain in my situation. But I think a lot of people might agree that it's better to be by yourself than in a relationship where you feel like you're being drained or taxed or, far worse things. That being said, I think that all types of relationships are out there for you. For me, I'm excited about the future. I still believe in love. I just don't think right now for me the traditional types of, like, I don't know. It's just different for me now. You know what I mean? And I think if you've been through what I've been through or going through what I've gone through, you can relate to that. So, okay, now I'm going to apply my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit, just to like keep the eyebrows, intact. I would say after a lamination, you don't necessarily need this until like a few weeks in, at least for myself. I'm just going to clean up all this. And go in. Just wrapping up our makeup. This is truly like my makeup. I will try and do better lighting as like a final reveal, because I get it. You can't really tell. It's just very much in my face. This was really more about my update versus makeup. I just feel like it was my stomach is now making noises. I'm so sorry. I had to film this update because I just felt like I needed to get it out of the way. And now I can kind of focus on creating the content, all that good stuff. For mascara, I've been doing for my lash lift this Grande Repair Leave-In Lash Conditioner. This just conditions the lashes and sort of helps the lash lift stay longer. You can put this on before mascara, which is great. I'm gonna let that dry. I think what I'm gonna do is let that dry, get dressed, go wrap up my hair, and then come back. But this is like the base makeup. It's just like a little more natural light, very glowy. Maybe I'll powder a little bit more. But yeah. And then I need to add mascara, but that's really it. Like, I don't do much else. So let me go change, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I got ready. I'll share a clip of like the full look. It's this like white top, some jeans, some gold chunky earrings. Put my hair up in like a half up situation. My rings. And so I'm going to wrap up my look with some fragrance. And this is the Finery Sweet on the Outside Body Mist. I feel like that's all I really need today, so I'm just gonna spritz this. That's pretty much my full look. I'll do a close-up of my makeup again. Yeah, I'm sorry, the lighting is just like all over the place for me. But thank you for getting ready with me today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for hearing my update. And yeah, I'm just like in a really good mental health space despite everything. And you know, it's not like there's no ups and downs, but yeah, I'm just really grateful for my community, for the love that has been shown to me in my personal life. And yeah, I just also am really grateful for ASMR. It's still a passion side hustle for me. I truly enjoy making it. I do feel like this whole life upset has been hindering some of that, so I do hope I can start to come more fully back to it. And we'll see. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, wherever you're at. I truly appreciate you and those of you who are just been so supportive and still here. So thank you again, and I will catch you in the next video.